Wait, what is it?
The other
Oh,
stuff.
right here.
The Federal Insurance Act.
No, the Federal Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act.
The federal
What's
insurance
this together for?
funding. No.
Oh, here. There's underneath.
What's this together for?
I don't know. One of you guys must have put it
I did that.
together. All right, so that one goes at 1938.
It's the FIFRA.
Right back there. All right, so this sets limits on tolerances of chemicals in food to protect public health.
To protect public health?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brady,
find
you
it?
read something about public health.
She got it.
I
All
did.
right.
We got it.
So this was setting the tolerance of chemicals on food to protect public health. So they were just putting a certain limit on how many chemicals you could use on a certain plant. And then in 1954, the Congress passed the Miller Amendment to the FFDCA.
Got it.
Not these two.
You got
The
that?
FDCA.
So that goes at 1954.
What number is it?
So this goes at 1954 here.
You can put some of
It
them
goes
above the timeline too if you want. So this required tolerances to be set for all pesticides and further required any raw agricultural commodity to be condemned as adulterated. Okay. If it has contained a pesticide residue above the tolerance level established by the FDA. So they set a certain level that the chemicals can be at, and if it was above, then they wouldn't pass the regulations of this act. Make sense? All right. Now on to what's the next date? 1959?
Yep.
So a law was amended. So find a slip of paper that says law was amended. Right, we just did that one.
The law was amended.
Amended
Oh,
law.
I've seen that one.
She's got it.
Next.
Ashton's got one.
All right,
Wait, what
which one did you put down?
The FIRFA law was academic. Number 7.
All right, so this amendment added nematicides, plant regulators, defoliants, and desesticants to the definition of pesticide or economic poison. So at this point, they expanded the definition of pesticide so that more things would be covered under this. 1964, another law was amended. The amendment mandated the pesticide products.
Yeah, what's this?
Oh, this will go over all of it. We'll go over that one next because it covers a bunch of different dates.
1964.
Mandated that pesticide products have a federal registration number and labels.
Federal registration.
The FIA was on the Federal Environment Pesticide. No.
The
Is it
EPA?
one of these over here?
No, just say the FIFRA.
The Extended Minute Plat
All right, here's
Regulations.
this one.
This
The
mandated
FIFRA?
that
The
the
Yep.
top pesticide products
All right, so that goes at
Advanced
19.
law.
Yeah, this one.
There's like this.
to like
So what does it mean to amend a law?
change it,
Change it.
add
Yeah.
something to it.
Add something to it. Yeah.
You said that this one was right.
Yeah, I think that one might
The
go
fifth
somewhere
one.
else. So we'll
The
leave it
fifth
out for
one.
now.
Fifth
Yeah,
round.
that goes later. All right, so this one gave a federal registration number that labels contain. So what do you think that is? A federal registration number.
The number that had to be labeled with,
So who do you think they had to register?
with the
People that
whatever
buy.
the FIR.
Yeah, so they actually had to register their pesticides with the government. So the government had to approve their pesticides before they could use it, and then it would be given a certain number. So if the pesticides didn't have a federal number on it, then they couldn't use them.
So for the people that were gonna buy it, they can't buy it if.
Right. Well, the people couldn't even sell it if they didn't have it registered first, so then no one would be able to buy it. So over all these dates, the laws were amended at each of these dates. So 1, 2, 3,
This
4,
is number
5 more
7
times.
though.
It's okay.
It's okay, the numbers.
I have them on here, so it's fine. But this is how many times the law was amended again. So as you can see, they made a lot of different changes to the law in a short amount of time, right?
Yeah.
So at all of these, each of these amendments was designed to improve the pesticide registration process and provide for consideration of agricultural benefits of pesticides in regulatory decisions made by the EPA. You guys have that one?
The EPA? Yeah, right here. The big one, right here.
It's
Okay.
the FIPCA.
So where's that one go? Right here, right?
There's an EPA one.
All right, so all of these amendments were used just to make sure that the agriculture was still being benefited by the pesticides, but that people weren't being impacted by their use.
Oh.
And then 1970, the Environment Protection Agency was created as part of the executive branch of the government. So where's the Environmental Protection Agency? Yep, that goes right here.
Right there. Okay.
And then
Was
created as
created.
branch of the executive
Right. So you know how there's 3 branches in the government?
Yeah.
This was created as a part of the branch of the government. So
okay,
that tells
so-
you how serious they took it.
Yeah, they took it really serious, but still, like, DDT was such a
Right.
problem.
Do you know what date was
For butt,
DDT? Do you
I think.
remember? What
Like
years?
1940s and 50s.
All right. So that was before all of this. So they probably learned from DDT.
Yeah, so like
That
for
they had to
around
fix stuff?
here.
Mhm.
It was right, and this.
Yeah. And then the very last one, FERPA change to the Federal Environmental Pesticide Control Act. Do you have that one?
This added some.
Let me see that
Sam,
one.
what do you got? Ashton, what do you got?
I had the FERPA change to the Federal Environmental Pesticide
That would be
Control.
it. Oh, this one goes down here.
The
That's
FEPCA.
Yep, so that's the very last one. The new law required that all pesticides be registered with the EPA and classified by the Agency for General and Restricted Use.
It's
Yep,
the
so that's the
FEPCA.
very last one.
It's the FEPCA.
Wait,
So-
but there's not. Oh, never mind.
And then this one, the
That one must have been down there and then got moved. But
big words. Go.
all right,
There's
so
an extra one of these.
I might have printed an extra one. That's okay. Do you guys think that there are enough laws in place now to regulate it properly?
Yeah, I think there's enough.
Yeah.
Because when we talked to the guy, he's like
he said there's
there's
a whole
a whole bunch. Like he couldn't
Mhm.
even start to.
Yeah,
what to
there's
say.
probably enough laws. It's just we just need
Kind
to
of how they-
use different stuff to let them not get the environment.
People need. I think people don't care as much now as they used to.
Yeah. So.
Even like people who aren't farmers, like just people throwing it down the drain
They
in
use
their
more.
yard.
Mhm.
That's why
what-
we're making a flyer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're making flyers and
Yeah.
like little postcards that say like don't
Well,
dump
they're gonna
your-
be like that.
Yeah.
That.
Okay.
Like little
Don't throw them
brochures.
away. Take them to the.
So as you can see,
Take
the
them to the
last.
house. I also wrote the address and the phone number of the place down.
Yeah,
So.
the last law was in 1972 that they changed. So you would think that they would be set with all their laws, and now it's more of just how people are using pesticides and what they're
yeah,
doing
and
with
how
them.
much kind of like
Yeah. But now you guys can talk about in your presentation too. You can know, like, just look
the
at this
history more.
timeline.
Yeah, because we were struggling in the past a little bit.
Yeah. So you might not know the exact, like, what happened at every single date, but you can talk about how many times they did
The
amend
will now.
things.
Uh huh.
All right, cool.
Just take a
Just take
video,
a video.
and just slowly pull it.